Set up here. Come on in, everybody. While I get set up here, I'm trying to get everything going. Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies, another headline scream behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls, so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Get this set up for us. The same damn okay, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say. Shout out to C Dog Collins for that entrance music. I appreciate that for the show. It's the first time we done it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support and the love too from all of you as well. Hold on. I still got something I need to fix real quick before we get started. But before we get started, let me go ahead and say this because we won't have a show tomorrow. To all the mothers that's in the live, happy Mother's Day. Um, we salute you. We thank you. We respect you for all that you do. I know it's a thankless job. I know you probably feel you need more vacation time than what you get. And I would have to agree with you probably on that. I'd have to say I agree. To everybody that's in Georgia that's tuning in, I hope you're safe. That was an earthquake that we just felt about an hour and a half ago. And from what the reports are, it came from Tennessee. Now, for my geographical and scientific people and know all that, yeah, I know Georgia's on the fault line. So sometimes we get, hey, Liz, good morning. How you doing, Bessie? I know that we have tremors. We're on the fault line, so we have tremors, but we don't feel it. But this time I felt it. I felt it this time. So um, I was talking to one of my homeboys. He's up in North Georgia, extreme North Georgia, near the Chattanooga line, up in the mountains. And he said it was worse up there. Like they felt it. Of course, by him being closer to Tennessee, I'm sure that's why they felt it more up there. But yeah, so let's get started. Let's get started. I won't hold you too long on your weekend. First and foremost, though, if I can get each person in here to just share the live to about 4 or 5 people, let's see, let's just share it, 4 or 5 people, and bring them in because we are going to start talking about Friday, yesterday, um, in Puffy Jacket's case. Right, a lot of things happened. A lot of things took place. It was back and forth, but the biggest blow of all, to me, in my personal opinion, the biggest blow of all was Mr. Shore giving his interview on Fox 5 New York. I mean, look, let's just open the panel. Put a one, we just gonna open it off rip. Put a one in the live if you would like to come up in the panel. Rochelle, good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Bessie? And thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. She shared it to 5 friends. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Liz. I'm sorry, Jenny. Do me a favor. Tell Tatum to come to the screen or to the phone, if you don't mind, please. Let me know when she's there. Absolutely. The more the merrier. Let's keep it going. Invite your friends. Invite everybody. She's here. Okay. All right. Tatum. First of all, hey niece. I love you to life. And I want to wish you a happy, joyful, and blessed birthday today. I hope you go and make many, many, many memories and have an extremely amount of fun, okay? But I hope you enjoy your day, baby girl. Happy birthday. Uncle G loves you. Thank you for that, Jenny. Let me get me set up over here. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do, people. First and foremost, well, hold on. Man, I'm so, she said, thank you. You're welcome, baby girl. Oh, you're so precious. Thank you so much. I want to apologize to Corey, and I can't remember his last name, but Corey is the guy who came out and said that this was Kim Porter's words. It was her jump drive. Her this was her words. The book came from her words, and the media was mediating, if that's the word, if we could use. And even though the things that were said, we knew a lot of it was on point. A lot of the details that was given was on point. And shout out to talking with JoJo, my bestie, because when she was having the readings, we all said, listen, man, it's a lot of detail in here that only a person that's telling the truth would have. You know, so shout out to talking with JoJo for having that reading, but with Kim Porter's book. But yo, let's be honest. Oh, and she came. Hey, bestie, I was just talking about you. How you doing? Talking with JoJo. Thank you for that heart me. I appreciate that. I was just bringing you up, man. God is good. Let me tell you, and He's always on time. I was telling them about how you did the book reading, Kim Porter's book, and so with the interview, and we're going to play the interview. We're going to play the interview, but Al B. Sure just solidified everything. Liz says she's like Beetlejuice. You say her name, here she is. Facts. I'm glad she showed up. And yeah, the panel is open, people. It's already open. We ain't gonna wait. It's open. If you want to come in, just let my Mars know. Oh, absolutely. Man, it'd be an honor to bring you up. Okay, here you go. I got you. Got you.
It is always an honor to be in your presence. Are you
Oh,
serious, my best friend? I missed you so much
thank you.
this week.
Girl, I was lost without you.
I was like, I mean, I'm out in the field because when I don't work from home, I do a lot of field work, and then I can't even even try and sneak into the live. I'm so busy, and I was just like, I see Jenny sending me the invites, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to be there so bad.
Sister, come on, please don't do this to me. Well, a lot's been going on, bestie.
There is, and I wanted to know where you were at with your coverage because I've been doing a lot with the jury selection.
Okay, so what we pretty much we try to keep up with it on a daily basis too. We'll read the updates as they come in. The last thing that I got as far as with the jury is the one who said that he could pay for his freedom, basically. So they dismissed
Yeah.
him, and then the juror who said that, well, he's not a juror, he's a candidate, but he was like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think I can stop, you know, putting,
Smoking the devil's
yeah,
lettuce.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And so yesterday um, was supposed to be the day that they pretty much finalized everything, but
Yep.
now that's paused.
And I saw that happening. You had a lot of people in there. Did you hear about the one person who said they had bladder issues and they would require a lot of bathroom breaks?
Oh yes, I did. Well, but listen though. Let's be honest. A lot of these people still fear for their, like, given the magnitude of the trial and who it's for. And if you go and you pay, I don't know if you got a chance to catch the interview. You may have with Albie Shore.
Oh, a while ago. Yeah, I saw that on The Downfall of Diddy, too. That was in part of the documentary.
Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about the one he done with the Good Morning New York yesterday.
No, no, I didn't because I was traveling. I'll have to catch up. What did he say? Oh
I
my
got you.
word. Oh
No
my God.
worries, Bestie. You know I got you. We the tag team champions on this thing.
I know. And you know what? He was also a big part of that book I read, if you remember correctly. I know you were bringing that up as I came in here, but
I was.
did anything he say yesterday contradict what he said in the book?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Absolutely not. In fact, if let's give it up for Albie Shore, and I'm gonna tell you why.
absolutely.
Let's give it up for him because it, now I'm gonna play the audio, of course, but you all can go and search it on YouTube to see the actual video. But you can tell by his facial expressions when they're asking him certain questions about Puffy Jacket and the safety, his safety.
Right.
There's still a great deal of concern there. But instead of allowing that to triumph or anything, he's still sticking to the plan. He's staying true to his word. He's like, look, it ain't even about that no more. I got a second lease on life, and I'm about to tell the truth.
Yeah. And so he should, what happened to him was horrible.
Yes, yes, it was. But and you know the thing that got me more than anything is that he said he believes that Puffy Jacket had something to do. I mean, he said it on national TV. Like, I mean, you know, Fox 5 New York ain't no, you know,
Oh yeah.
that's a legit station, you know.
None
And
of them
so,
are really. I mean, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, and so he said it on there. And but even with that being said, though, Bestie, he still said he doesn't have any ill will towards Puffy Jacket. And I just don't know if God is still working on me. If I was in his situation, I cannot promise you that I wouldn't have hostile or ill will towards that guy.
Well, if there is a possibility he does and he's just not telling the truth about it, again, I mean, you went into the whole fear factor. Look what
Yeah,
happened to him.
right, right, right. And you right on that. He could be politically playing it politically correctly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If in fact he does have or harbor ill feelings towards him, I can't say that I blame him. Would
I
you?
wouldn't blame him either. I mean, like I said, what happened to him was terrible. I mean, even if you go back to the beginning and the way, and I'm not saying Puffy stole Kim, she was a part of it, but he, inserted himself in and ruined that relationship. And they had a child together. They
Mm-hmm.
remained best friends after that relationship. And that's just not documented in the book. That's well known throughout the industry.
Facts.
He really went in there, and because he had to have Kim,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much just took over. Even though they were their child. I mean, Quincy considers Puffy his dad, not Albie.
I know, and that's a shame. That's a shame.
Absolutely.
He speaks on that too. He says that I, I'm gonna play the audio. I don't want to say his word. I want y'all to hear it from him. But great point you brought up, Bestie, because he's gonna talk about that. He's gonna go into that a little bit, and it's a shame how he was done. Like it wasn't. I'm put it like this: the media was mediating again. What they put out and made him seem like it's not what it was. According to him,
Yep.
it's
Oh
not
my
how it
God,
was.
Liz. You ever watch Liz's comments in your chat? Oh gosh. There
Yes,
are times where
yes,
I do a Diddy live and she's like the stuff she comes out with and I go hysterical laughing. You see me laughing on camera.
yeah.
Cracks me up.
Yeah, I love Liz. She gets me. She comes in and she'll say Diddy joke of the day, and when she says it, I mean, it's hard. Like we call it kayfabe in wrestling. It's hard not to break kayfabe, and she just makes you laugh. You just go off script. You can't help it because it be
Yeah.
on point what she's saying. Mr. Vengeance, thank you for that heart, me brother. I appreciate it. Good morning to you. Good morning to, and I don't know if you heard or not, neither Bestie, but happy Mother's Day to you.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Happy Mother's Day to your wife as well.
I'll tell her she's back
And
there
all
right now.
your daughters and grandchildren and everybody that's some mom in your life.
She said your whole village you have.
Your whole village,
Yeah.
my friend.
I'm a blessed guy. I'm a blessed guy. Thank you for that, though,
Yeah.
Bestie. I appreciate it.
Thank
Before
you.
before I play the audio, though, and given what he said, we know that it definitely solidifies what we and what you was talking about when it comes to the unaliving of Kim Porter.
I can't wait to hear it. I'm gonna mute so I can hear it.
Okay, okay. Well, I hope this is what I hope, Bestie. I hope. Oh, Dr. Vengeance, thank you for the boxing gloves. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope that this is only the beginning and that it opens up the unaliving of this guy here and this guy.
That's right, my friend. I love the doll. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope we get to that. But without further ado, I'm not gonna hold you all any longer. We're gonna get into this audio and yeah, it's
And I'm
powerful.
gonna mute so I don't interfere with your sound.
Okay, all right, Bestie.
Our next guest was a New Jack Swing superstar in the 80s. Now, Al B. Sure is using his second chance at life to fight for health equity.
After surviving a coma and liver transplant, he's an advocate pushing for real healthcare change. He's also exposing shocking truths about the music industry and recording artist Diddy in his upcoming tell-all, Do You Believe Me Now? It comes out this fall. Al B. Sure, though, is joining us this morning. Good to see you.
So good to see
You
you.
look
as well.
good. You feeling good?
I am so blessed. We woke up this morning. We don't call it a comeback like LL says, right? This is updating my software. And I'm truly grateful to be here. And Roseanne,
Al, the last
thank
time
you
we
for that
was here,
shell
you could
energy, Bestie.
barely walk up the
Beautiful.
step to sit down here. Barely.
you were my first interview with Cristal, right?
Yes.
When I was released from the hospital, and it was just, what an amazing journey it's been. You know, I figured, look, when you get lemons, make Arnold Palmer.
So, what are you doing now? How are you getting the word out?
Well, you know, it's been an amazing journey. I get the call from my co-founder, Ms. Rachel Nordlinger. We started the Health Equity and Transplantation Coalition, and we are advocating in Congress, fighting for equal access to quality health care, just focused, and my focus, obviously, you know, standing in Congress and speaking in front of Congress, I've made it very clear. I am not here for the politics. I'm not here for the next election. I'm simply here to save lives of transplant patients. So, so there's a focus there. We've had some success in Congress related to having people come across the aisle, because I made that clear. So this is a real life mission. There's no marketing in my life. Roseanne, this is the best time of my life.
You look
This
good.
is not, there's no hustle, there's no marketing, I'm living my truth, and it's time.
So you were in that coma in 2022. You had the liver transplant, you had the tracheotomy, I mean, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah, right.
60.
Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will.
No, I mean, have the doctors medically, like, what happened to you?
Yeah, what happened?
When you go and watch it, when you get to that segment, pay attention to Al B's face. All right? I just want to point that out. Pay attention to his face.
So,
Because you just collapsed, right?
yeah, so, just mysteriously out of the blue, which we do talk about in the book.
Yes.
What that,
I wanna get into that.
what that process
Liz,
is.
I don't know what to do with
so
you.
it's been quite a journey. And as I said, even as it relates to writing the book, I went through almost, more than a decade of being scrutinized and clowned by law enforcement, them telling me, you need some help. Sex trafficking? Really? What's wrong with you? No way. Not realizing that they were also working for the situation.
Because you were hinting, saying.
Posting,
Yeah.
I get calls, take it down or else, so on and so forth.
But this is about Diddy, so let's
This is-
be
this
clear
about-
for
okay,
everybody
this
that
is
doesn't
about
know.
Diddy, who's about to, his trial's about
Starts
to
on Monday.
start. Yeah,
Yes.
they're selecting a jury.
But you were on this train years ago.
Yes, many, many years ago, I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand
Because
why.
of Diddy.
Basically.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Okay, let's pause. Do we need to run that back or y'all caught that? They asked him specifically If it was Puffy, we say Puffy Jacket, but I ain't what they, And he shook his head and said yes. And then he goes on to mention when they asked, does he believe that she passed away from pneumonia? And he said, absolutely not. Again, man, this is powerful. This is powerful stuff.
What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix
Jenny.
Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time, and I'm, grabbing Sean like, what? And she's in the back going, stop, So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together, because it's nothing like the circus that's out here. So it was a lot of the stuff, came to surprise, but a lot of the stuff will be revealed because, and that's why I thought it would be a good idea to finally tell my story. Every network came to me, participate in so and so, but I said, listen, I have no interest in speaking about another man.
But you are in the book.
Yeah, right. But this, I will speak about where our paths cross and what's most relevant, and something I've been trying to say for many, many years. And unfortunately, Roseanne, even with Sean being incarcerated,
Absolutely, Jenny.
that's not a celebration. There's no celebration in it. First and foremost, there's way too much collateral damage, and in many, many ways. Many people's lives are affected. And in fact, a genre of music that I grew up in is ruined right now.
You're blaming Diddy for that?
I'm blaming this entire industry and the way it's gone. And, there's no one person that's in charge, but this level and this magnitude of a story, of detriment, of diabolical, just heinous, whatever's really going on, it's unfortunate.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
No.
No?
I have the truth.
But one thing is, you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct?
Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed.
Okay.
So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys.
But you're willing to?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. And again, there's no, like I said, this is not marketing for me. I'm living this life. And
So
the
let me
only
ask-
reason I wanted to tell the story, Kurt, was very specifically because I was ignored. There was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head. There was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
Are you concerned?
We heard it, people, straight from his mouth. And he even said that he's been subpoenaed to testify. Anybody who thought Puffy Jacket may have had a chance, because I'm telling you, this right here, this is damning for that pattern of behavior. You see what I'm saying? This is damning.
It is, Mr. B, but you got to remember something. He's not on the official witness list. I have
No, he's
it.
not.
He's not on it. So is this for the criminal trial or is this for one of the civil trials?
No, this is the criminal.
That's
This is the criminal because they was talking about Kim Porter's the unaliving of her during the jury selection, and they said that it was going to come up about that, and so because he's trying to get it to where he's saying that him and Cassie both participated in DV. It wasn't like he just was the aggressor; she was.
Right.
And of course, anybody that's smart knows that that's not the case. I mean, and then you got the Kid Cudi. He's supposed to be a witness as well, and he's talking about the card. When he was talking to Cassie, and what's his name? Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan apparently is someone who was witness name dropped but hasn't been officially called, and the reason is because at one point he dated Cassie.
Okay, and so did they really have a problem with him and Puffy Jacket? Did they have an
Not
issue?
that I'm aware of. I'm thinking in terms of if Cassie's story needs to be verified, because some of these witnesses can, like Aubrey O'Day.
Yeah.
You got Dawn Rashad on there.
Yes.
You've got Cassie. You've got Michael B. Jordan. You've got Kid Cudi. These are all people that we all know have spoken out against Diddy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And we're
Right.
all around that time, during
And
that
so
time.
is that going to create that pattern of behavior? Is that what they're bringing it in for, to try to um, prove the point that he's a violent person?
I would imagine so. And a terrible employer. You got to remember a lot of this too, centers around SA and work conditions and working under terrible conditions. I mean, there were employees that were made to clean these hotel rooms after, those little elaborate parties.
Right.
And I mean, ew, you would never catch me no matter how much you wanted me to, you were going to pay me to do that. So, there's a lot to this. This might just be the beginning of the witness list.
Could be.
There's
You very
more.
well. It's so much that went on that we don't know. We don't know what's going to come out. Yes, Jenny. They did say yesterday that the president of Bad Boy was supposed to be a witness, but only because he was saying that he was sent. I'm just saying what allegedly. We got to put that out there. Allegedly, he said he was sent to track Cassie down after the hotel incident in Florida. I believe she was at a friend's house in Florida. But
Yes, and his name is Harv Pierre.
is it?
Yep, Harv Pierre. He
I
was
did
on
not
the
know it was
video
him.
at Bad Boy. I'm looking at my notes as I'm talking to you. Yeah,
Oh, okay, good, good, good. Okay, so and he told her that if she didn't come back, her single wouldn't drop.
correct.
See, trying to control people. I'm just saying. To me, that shows that once again, Puffy Jacket's trying to control and play with people's career. What's
And
that
that's the
called?
problem. Now, Mr. B, they want people like you and I on this panel, people who are, a little on the older side, maybe early late 40s, early 50s, things like that, because
Hmm.
they feel that with our old school values, we may not buy so much into the coercion. And I said, I buy into the coercion 1,000%. Don't be sending no jury, don't notice over here.
Facts, Bessie. I'll go broke buying it. I believe all of it. You know, and there's so many
Me too.
other people that could speak that I haven't heard. Like, what if Misa came up and told her story?
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah,
What about the lady, the girl that was at Howard?
yeah. And there's a missing witness that they can't find.
In that number, the number 3?
I believe she's number 3.
Okay.
And the defense wanted an answer by yesterday whether that witness is going to testify. We still don't have the identity of that witness. We definitely know that Cassie is one of them. Another
Hmm.
one of them is a male S worker who we know is Jonathan Oddie, because he said it all over the place.
Right.
And then there's another witness that we don't know, who I'm wondering, based on that interview you just played, if that witness isn't who we think it is.
Listen, that very well could be it. A
Yeah.
lot, but see, they're spinning the narrative now that, okay, well, the only reason he's doing this is because he's got the book coming out. But that's not true, Bestie. He's been saying this before. I remember years ago on his Instagram when he was posting stuff.
This is true.
And the Jonathan, what'd you say his last name was? Adi?
Adi.
Adi. Okay. He brought this up a long time ago. Nobody took him serious.
Yep.
So we can't say that, well, they're just saying it now just for attention, or because they got, in his case, they got a book coming. No, they have been saying this years, and before we even got to this point where we at now.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that validates it. And I remember when you was reading the book,
Yeah.
it was too many details, Bessie, to be made up.
It was a lot, right? I think, like I told you, the only part of it that I think was a little dramatized was the end. Oh, the ambulance is coming for me. So that's the three last things you write. That I'm still kind of like about, but the rest
Yeah,
of it, absolutely.
I wouldn't have been that calm. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get you on that. Now that I do agree that probably was added for suspense or something like that. Um, but because the same thing he's saying, she stated in her book, right? Now
Hmm.
another one I would like to bring up is I would like to testify. I don't know if she will. Is Jay Ella? You know, I want her to come up because I remember when they broke up after the club situation with Sean,
Hmm.
and she was saying that he was the kind of person talking about Puffy Jacket. He was the kind of person that had to have control. It was so controlling. He was so controlling that it annoyed her to the point where he would have to have the final say over what she wore when they went out.
Well, let's face it, Miss J from the block is not going to put up with any of that kind of behavior. She's only going to take it for so long because she herself is so into herself. So I never thought they were a great couple to begin with. I was always wondering who was going to out narcissist who.
Hey, well, and to your point though, remember when you was reading the book,
Yep.
Bestie, what did Kim Porter say? She said Puffy Jacket told her that he really loved her, talking about Kim, but he was only with J Lo for the power couple, the celebrityism of it. You see what I'm
That's right.
saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Like when it came down to it, he might have gotten her to carry a pew pew, but after that, she was probably like, oh no, this man is not telling me. Get
Right.
out of here.
Right, exactly. In fact, I think if I remember correctly, she said it was her mother. Um, that
Her
when
mother
she
never liked him.
right,
Never.
right.
Hey,
I
Texas.
love you, Bessie. I love you, Bestie. Exactly. So, and even her, the people that were in her team, was trying to tell her, like, listen, hey, thank you for the follow, Texas Sunrise 708. I appreciate that.
Oh, she's amazing. You'll love her. She's a great friend of mine.
Oh, okay, okay, good, good. I didn't know that. Okay, thank you. Welcome, welcome, anytime. Um, her camp was telling her that she needed to leave him alone and sever ties because it was damaging to her brand, which I agree. I agree. She was already established, so she really didn't need him. You
Oh
understand?
yeah, because by the time they were together, she had already achieved international fame with the film Selena.
Facts.
That's,
Exactly.
that was really what made J Lo who she is. If
Yes.
that hadn't happened to Selena, I think we would have seen a lot of different things.
I agree. I agree because let's be honest, even when she was with Keenan Ivory Wayans and it was a dancer on In Living Color, we knew nothing about her.
Exactly.
You understand? So I'm with you on that, Bestie, completely. I am excited for Monday. I know they supposed to show up at 8:30. I think they said. Correct
I
me if
was
I'm wrong.
hoping it was going to be opening statements, but because they can't seem to get a jury set up yet, which I kind of had a feeling was going to happen, they're going to stretch that into Monday. But, I mean, did you hear some of the other stuff? Um, they were asked questions like one, where they get their news from,
Hmm.
all about their personal lives.
Hey, good morning, cousin.
Um,
Yes,
yeah. One juror admitted to stealing a wand at a Harry Potter store.
I heard that. That was funny. I'm sorry.
And your friend that smoked the devil's lettuce had smoked it the night before. He
He
was in the
said it. He
room.
admitted.
Yeah, he told
Look,
the
I'm gonna be.
judge.
Listen, me personally, I wouldn't have excused him. I'm gonna tell you why, Bestie. For the simple fact, if he does that, one, he's gonna be calm and he's gonna pay close attention to detail. And you see what I'm saying? So I would want him because I want somebody that's gonna be honest. I do.
Yeah.
You understand? And even with the guy who said, "Hey, he can buy his way to freedom." Rap God Thanos, welcome, welcome. Good morning, brother. I would want him. I don't know why he got excused. I mean, these are things that people are honest about, and we know
Oh,
it happens.
absolutely. I mean, they got to 45 and they're weeding it down from there, which is good. They got a lot of
Yeah,
people, but
finally.
they're asking stuff about the docu-series. Did you watch the docu-series? And I think the one thing that I think may hurt this, they're not sequestering the jury.
Mm.
So the
Why?
juror is responsible to promise that they are going to not speak about the case outside the case. Now, if this was something very local, somebody we didn't know, somebody that wasn't so famous, I would agree with that. But the
Hmm.
fact that they're not being sequestered really opens up a possible liability on the side of the
Yeah,
defense. Not that I'm on the side of the defense, but it definitely opens up that liability.
I agree with you on that. And let's be honest, it's going to be hard to not talk about, not hear about the case, no matter where they go.
Yeah.
In o- in order for you not to hear, you got to basically say, okay, I'm just not going to have a cell phone. I'm not going to watch TV
Hmm.
complete. Like I'm not going to walk by a newspaper stand or anything like. It's everywhere. It's going to be everywhere.
Think about it. You could be at a restaurant having dinner at a pub or something with a family, and the news could come up on the TV at the pub. I mean, it's a very, very hard expectation. That's why I was kind of surprised they didn't sequester.
That's crazy. Yeah, and you're right. They should have. They should have given. Like we've always said here lately that this is the new O.J. Simpson trial. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so trial of the century.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I don't think we've seen. I mean, a celebrity case like this since even R. Kelly. This is worse than R. Kelly, and R.
Oh yeah,
Kelly's was bad.
yeah. It was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and this trumps that. That's very bad.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, I agree with you, Bessie. And are you now? Are you back home? You going to be able to join on Monday?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Because I plan on picking up Monday. Now, from what I seen last night, I want to say it was Khadijah Lynn, I think. And she was saying that the judge told them to be at the court at 8:30. They are hoping to finish everything as far as the selection and narrowing it down to the 12 and the alternates by 9, and then have opening statements at 9:30.
Got you. Well, that's good. The one thing I wanted to bring to your attention that I thought was really interesting before I get down, because I know you got your segments to do,
Oh no, you good. You good. This is it.
okay, is when you look at the defense, he has 8 defense attorneys, right? And then you look at all the prosecutors, and now the federal government is taking heat because all 6 prosecutors are women. And not only are they women, they're all white women,
Woo. No
which
wonder
I
he got to
thought
use the
was like,
bathroom.
uh-oh, again, what is
Yeah,
the prosecution thinking?
yeah, that sounds like they got something, a trick up their sleeve or something.
Yeah,
Hey, thank
yeah.
you for the ice cream, Cuzzo. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heart puffs. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining. One thing I want to ask you though too. What do you think about one of it's somebody on his council that's friends with TMZ's Harvey? Um,
Oh, you're talking about the Two Angry Men podcast? I reported on that. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Mark Garagos gets himself involved in everything. He's just like one of those attorneys that just can't keep his mouth shut. And although I do like him because he's done an excellent job representing the Menendez brothers, I mean, Scott Peterson, when he represented him, but,
Hmm.
he's on this Two Angry Men podcast with Harvey Levin, right? And Harvey Levin they have been talking about the Diddy case since we all started talking about it. So Judge Subramanian had to tell Mark, I better not hear about this on the Angry Men podcast. And I think Mark said something to him like, well, good, as long as you're a subscriber, we're good. I was like, oh my God.
Look, I don't think you should be playing those kind of games right now. Oh my goodness, man!
But
This is
he was the one that pointed out that he felt that the prosecution team was unfair based on based on what I just told you.
well, I could see why he would think that. Um, but at the end of the day, the kind of person that Puffy Jacket is, I mean, you got to face the music, and since it's women, I mean, there's some men that he's allegedly, but mostly women he like to control. Uh, why not face women?
Well,
No,
I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to it either, but I do understand where the defense is coming from as
I
well.
do. I do absolutely because you got to think that's not going to look good for them. I mean, that makes it harder for them to defend. I mean, when you have, and again, women that's on here don't think that I'm being, uh, sexist or anything. But what I'm saying is, you all have an innate ability. Men, let's go this route with it. Men, we just see something, go straight to it. Women, y'all know the whys, the when, the where. You want to know what time it happened. You need. I'm talking about. You don't forget nothing. We can think we slick talking y'all, but y'all just throwing what we said, and then when y'all say it back and we answer wrong, it's like, no. Now see, you just said. See, y'all just have an innate ability to pay attention to detail. And I
Huh.
think it's great. I think it's great.
I think it's definitely going to be interesting. It's a shame that we're not going to hear the trial, and we're not. There's just no way. But from what I saw on the news last night, the media presence outside the court is wild. Like you've got media outlets everywhere, standing outside, waiting for statements, waiting for the lawyers to come out. It's crazy in New York right now.
Man, I bet it's. See, I'm torn because I would love to be there right now, but at the same time, probably not. you know, but I bet the city is electric right now.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, yes, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna finish playing the audio. We have like 3 more minutes left. Okay,
Got
from
it.
the
Can't
interview.
wait.
Yes, me neither. Monday, we here, right?
That's right. Monday we here.
Or look, if you go live, let me know. We'll come to you. However, we just got to get it
You
covered.
got it. You got it.
All right, that's a
All
deal.
right.
Thank you, Bestie.
You got it. I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I'm glad you're back home.
Me too.
All right, tell the family I said hi and I love them.
I will. I will. Thank you.
All right. Oh, I got your shirt. Your shirt coming soon.
You're the best. I'm going to wear it live.
My girl. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You got it.
All right, take care.
You too, honey.
All right, bro. Let's go. We're
Learned
gonna finish this
that
up, and I'll let you have
he
the
still
rest of
has
your
power outside
morning.
of incarceration.
Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up, and I'm the only one left alive. So this is not about a scared thing, It's it's just time to reveal the truth. I mean, it is what it is. I went through many, many years of scrutiny and being dragged face first on the concrete, being called delusional and things of that nature. When I said sex trafficking and all the things that I said, because
We
my
love
job
TikTok
was not,
shop.
listen, I don't want to take down your business if that's what you're doing. Just stay out of my backyard. Stay out of what I'm doing. I'm focused. How did we start this, Kirk, from Mount Vernon, writing love songs, to a case, arguably bigger than OJ, in 2025. It doesn't make any sense. We're not supposed to be here. Like I said, there's no celebration in any of this.
Do you feel because you're not supposed to be here, that gives you the freedom to talk now? Because you survived?
Yes, I believe so. I believe so. Listen, my faith serves me so well. I'm in prayer every single day, multiple times a day, just saying, just let's get this right. And when you think about it, for me, I don't even wish him harm. I don't wish him, I don't want to be here. I would love for us to all be, riding in the sunset. We sold millions of records. We've affected the culture. We celebrated our genre of music that we came from, hip hop. This is supposed to be a celebration. This shouldn't be a national court case. So there's no anger with me. I don't produce anger, jealousy. That just doesn't come from me.
Listen, I can't wait to read the new memoir. It's called Do You Believe Me Now? It's out September 9th. But in the meantime, if people want to know more about transplants and organ donation, they can go to transplantsforall.com.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're doing such amazing work. Live On New York, we're partnering with transplant organizations who are really doing the work on the ground. We have some interesting meetings. It's like this has been such a godsend as it relates to this. Is why I'm not angry at any individual. That's why we're here now. And I'm here to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate properly. And, right now, the industry is corny. We need a reset. So this is the time for the great reset.
Keep turning those lemons into Arnold Palmer.
That's right.
As you like to say. I see you got your
I'm
next
gonna
head
get
up.
one of those
Come on,
today.
now, listen.
Can you
Sound
afford
good.
tickets to those games? They're crazy right now.
Listen, the tickets are crazy, but I kept something in the shoebox. Listen, I'm from the era of Patrick Ewing, John
exactly.
Starks,
The last time they were in the
Charles
finals.
Oakley, right?
Yeah.
The last time they were, so I was on the floor then, and it's been a long time because there was this guy named Michael Jordan in the league.
Yeah.
But listen, these guys are doing their thing. Now imagine taking 2 in Boston.
Wow.
You know I'm from Boston.
Oh.
I was
We're
born
not
in
talking
Cambridge.
about
Exactly.
that, Albie
But I
And
grew
I
up
was
in
a
Mount
big Knicks
Vernon.
We
fan.
love you. We're so happy
Thank you
that
so much.
we're
Thank
happy
you.
Good to see
you're
you again.
healthy.
So good to see you.
All right.
And I'm watching that football. You already know.
I'll be there. Exactly. Stay healthy.
All right.
Let's give it up again for Al B. Shore. I think, me personally, I think that interview, I think he has the ability to um, turn this whole case into something. A lot of us already suspected it. We already believed it. Um, yeah, yeah. Monday. I think we're coming out with fireworks. And, I'm here
And
for
can
it.
I say one thing, Mr. B?
You sure can, love.
Because there's something in that interview that hit me a certain way, and I don't know if you really caught what he said at the end of it. You probably did because you're brilliant. But
Thank you.
when you think about the trajectory in Hollywood, okay, and we're not just going back to the Diddy years. We are going back to old school Hollywood. We're going back to the
Right.
days of Judy Garland, Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn, all of those old school starlets, right? And now think about the things they had to go through to get where they were.
Right.
Freak
Right.
offs back then were casting couches, okay? Think about
Facts.
the ST, the SA, so they could have careers. Now, what he just said, this is going to take Hollywood into a trajectory. We are going to not only ask for, we are going to demand transparency and fair treatment. And if anything comes out of this, it better be that, right? Outside of
Absolutely.
Diddy paying his crimes.
Absolutely, Bessie. Let's give it up for talking with JoJo. Absolutely, Bessie. In fact, when he said this is the factory reset, I was like,
Yep.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly what I thought of. I said,
yeah.
that reset has been needed for at least 80 years, so let's do it, right?
I'm all for it. I'm all
Yep.
for it.
Yep.
And to
Yep.
think to what you said, to think what they did have to go through because they didn't have the media platforms like we have today.
And they
You
didn't
know,
have the rights and the advocacy back then. They
right?
did what they were told to do. And I look at a lot of these victims and they're doing what they were told to do. It is really the same thing. It's just on a more heightened level now. It's gotten
Right.
to the point of where we have evolved as a society. So you have more access to things like candy and grape juice in different forms, and technology has taken off. But at the end of the day, this is what it comes down to. There's never been transparency in Hollywood. People don't want to be in Hollywood anymore because of all of the abuse and the things that go on. And I could go on and on about this for hours. It's children, it's women, it's men, it's everybody.
You're right. You are so right. You're not lying about anything you're saying, and I agree. I'm champion with Al B. Shore. I support his movement. Like I said before, even given the fact that he still knows his security is breached, he's still standing in the face of adversity and saying, "Nope, I'm not backing down.
Sure is.
We got to get this right."
Yep.
You
I have
understand?
mad respect for him. Thank you for playing that interview and thank you for having me. I'll
Oh,
drop
thank you
down.
for coming up. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah, this was awesome.
you are always awesome. I
And
tell
so
you,
are
we need a
you.
co-host.
I know, we definitely need to.
I love you.
Love you more.
All right, take care.
All right. Bye, my friend.
Bye bye. When I tell you, I just love that woman. I just do. It's just her. Every time, it's like, man, she's vibrant, man, and she's just it. She's it. I love it. It has that it factor. Well, but people, once again, let's thank Talking with JoJo for coming up in the panel. I appreciate you, Bessie. Man, we got 6 people in here. We got 6 people in here. And y'all pumped this thing up to 24.9K likes. Yo, give it up for y'all. My gifters and uplifters, I appreciate you. All right. right. So here's what we're gonna do, people. We're gonna schedule. Of course, tomorrow's off. Right. Tomorrow's off, but Monday, we're gonna get on here and we're gonna just try to follow along, man, with everything that's going on. It's gonna be wild, people. It's gonna be wild. Ooh. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Talking with JoJo. I like that. Thank you so much. um, wow. Wow, man. I mean, we already knew that it was gonna be bizarre, but I don't think we actually knew the magnitude of it. And so, and I feel bad that in saying this, but Monday's like an early Christmas. It's like an early Christmas, and I feel bad saying that because this is not a happy thing. It's not nothing like that, and I don't mean it in that way. What I mean by it's an early Christmas is I feel like a lot of people who haven't gotten their due justice, they're about to get it. Yes, talking with JoJo. Thank you. No, but it's time. It's time. That's the main thing. It's time. It's been going on long enough, and it's time to face the music. Pun intended. You know, um, and so I can't wait. I can't wait. Thank you all for joining me today. Those of you that's in Georgia, like I said, I hope you all are okay. That was wild. I've never felt an earthquake before, but that was wild. But I hope everybody's safe and okay. Cause if you're still in here, I'll be by there. I'll be by your house probably around 2:30 ish because I have to take my stepson to work. But see you all on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Peace and blessings.